money that I collected. It's honorable that brought to
contribution to Nigerian peace.
Me, I want all of now look at this.
But there comes a time when you want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
And the new Nigeria is
education is telling them it's time to change.
All colors, shades, angles, and perspectives can be overwhelming in our present world of information overload. This is introducing Ground Zero. Ground Zero is a current affairs discussion phone-in program covering topical issues in the polity. The program is a platform for an in-depth analysis of trending issues by professionals, authorities in various fields, analysts, and key actors in the polity.
Ground Zero comes up from 5 to 6 p.m. every Tuesday and Friday on Invicta FM and 5 to 6 p.m. every weekday on Procyon Radio and Television. Ground Zero is a production of the Procyon Media. Tune in.
Hello, good evening. You're welcome to this special edition of Ground Zero, the one that we tag Meet Your Candidate series. It's a forum where the citizens, journalists, and those in the civil society get to meet those that will be vying. Ground Zero is one that is designed to pick up topical issues in the polity, and with you, the viewers and our listeners, and of course the guests and analysts that we have in the studio, we always try our best to create a platform where we can better understand what's happening in our country, Nigeria. And the Meet the Candidate Forum is one that will be bringing to you someone that is gunning for the #1 seat in Kaduna State. And he's in the person of HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI. Is the candidate of the People's Redemption Party, PRP, in Kaduna State. It will be also nice for us to get to meet the guests that we have in the studio this evening, because in the course of the program, we will be interacting. Like I said, it's a forum, so we'll be interacting. I'd like to start from Madam.
My name is Kaduna, and I'm part of the movement for power.
You're welcome. And we have
Elder Dari Adebayo.
Elder Dari Adebayo. That's a popular radio name. And
I'm the chairman of the
And beside him, we have the controversial one.
Yeah.
My name is Otumba Olusegun Folorunso. If I'm to proceed very well, I am the immediate past director of APC Media Director of Progressive Congress. But I am a traditionalist. In fact, let me say that I'm a Babalawo. Yes, sir. I'm from our kingdom.
All right. Beside him, we have another gentleman too.
I'm Honorable Engineer Emmanuel Effiong, contesting for Chukwu Kajuru Federal Constituency House of Reps under YPP, Young Progressive Party.
All right, I can see indeed you're young. And just behind you,
it's not secretary to Honorable Engineer Emmanuel Effiong, YPP.
All right. And beside her, we have another extremely young man.
I'm Pastor Engineer Victor David Timei.
A gentleman beside you there, the youngest of them all.
My name is Jacob Angel Dixon. I'm a communication specialist.
Oh, great. And beside Jacob?
My name is Nura Suleiman.
Nura Suleiman.
Part of the protocol.
All right. And just beside him, we thank you so very much. All right, we'll go straight to getting to meet the person. HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI. Who is HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI?
I'll start from the beginning. My name is HAYATUDEEN Financial Economics. I also have another master's degree in project management. I graduated, and I'm alumnus of Graduate International. Also, I'm an alumnus of Zamani College, Kaduna, and then an alumnus of Abakata University. And I graduated this class of 2014, 2015, I also participated in the APC. Just like my elder here. Yes, I was SE to His Excellency man as well, all through the campaigns of all the electoral. I did that. After we won, I got the opportunity to serve in the field of Kaduna in three capacities. The first one was the Special Assistant to His Excellency of due process by virtue of my background as a country secretary. I also got the opportunity to serve as Technical Assistant to the Number of Works Agency. And then I also got the last opportunity to be Assistant General Manager of Operations of Kaduna Gubernatorial Agency until February 2017 when I almost for 2 years I was being jobless. And then in 2019 I got the opportunity to work at the Nigeria Financial Intelligence Unit in Abuja, and which used to be a software where I tendered my resignation to start this struggle. One of the primaries on the 5th of June. I see them meeting the people to convince them on the credibility of our party to champion the cause of the administration of the life of the people of Kaduna, where we are, where we should be, the legal states.
Okay. All right. You've had in brief who HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI is. And he is going for the #1 seat in Kaduna State. Why the #1 seat? Why not start from? Because they always say one would need to start from.
Beautiful game. Surely they want us to believe that we are not yet there. We are not old enough for the position they occupy in the ages that we are today, or even Yakubu Gowon was the head of state at age of 20.
Yeah.
Look at all the couple of leaders we've had from 1960 to the 80s. General Babangida was head of state after the 1985. I was born 1985. Wow. In 1985, he was between 40 and 42. And he held the highest office in the land. But then over the years, the same actors have perpetuated themselves in offices for the last 40 years. And they've been doing the same thing, expecting people to also showcase our God-given talent, to restore our land, the peace that we've lost, and prosperity, growth, unity, and everything that we've lost for them.
Okay.
So right. It's just one of those things that have pushed one to believe that I'm great. We've competed academically, business, in the business world we are competing with other young people across the world. And we find that across the leaders that are coming out are young people.
Yeah.
The current Prime Minister of Britain is 42 years. And usually the youth have that, it's usually at that bracket that creativity is well tapped. And then we are able to, because at that age what you want to do is you want to also give back, you want to leave a legacy. When you get to 65, 70, 75, you want to give back for your family. There's no demand. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, was head of state between 1983 and 1989 and 1983. You look at the crop of leaders that led Kaduna under the PRP, they were all in their 30s. The Secretary to State Government then was a 34-year-old man by name Dr. Balat State. We still are challenging the academia to begin to produce the likes of Dr. Balat. So these are realities that we believe in Nigeria. And of course, it's youth population. If not well harnessed, what we've had insecurity challenges, most of the actors there are young, they are being used for the use of criminality. If we don't organize young people, and that they begin to do situations.
Indeed, in Nigeria, we do not want to see anything like that happen in this country again. So for those viewing and watching us from all over the world, the program is Ground Zero, and we just started the Meet Your Candidate Forum series. Citizens will have informed decision when it comes to the time that they want to cast their votes. And today we have They us from all over the world will be joined from the studio audience that we have here. Those that are listening, and they are partners in the civil society, and they have been supporting me. We'll also link up with them so that the viewers and listeners will get to hear someone in winter yet program and get that. Now, what actually were the issues?
I was sacked from public works agency as a technical assistant. That agency. I understudied the agency and its operation for quite 9 months. And in October, I wrote a petition to His Excellency, identifying those grey areas. He appreciated the petition and immediately sacked the management. And then I and my boss were he was supposed to run on his supervisory role as the acting general manager. Then it took 7 years, 5 years from I think the budget then was $500 million. But then, fortunately for us, within the first few years we started that. And within 3 months, we were able to do what in 16 years of the agency being an agency of government have not been able to do them during the day. It usually affects the
flow of traffic.
Yeah. So we started the model. We resurfaced Trafalgar Airport because we don't start doing the maintenance, the resurfacing until 10 in the night. And by 4 or 5 p.m. we are done. 5 a.m. we are done. So people finish the activities, go home, come back to the bills because you just go leave
you sleep with pothole, or wake up with
we realized then that if you want to maintain, and so we decided to start doing maintenance. The same thing, the ones that were already existing but filled with sand and water. Most of them are usually now. So we did that, and then elections, as well as using it as a way of raising capital and creating jobs for them. We reduced the criteria for selection so that we removed PPP tax clearance and so many other things. We just needed to have, and to the point that we ran short of laborers in Kaduna. And then I got to popularize then we began to
like the person that's going to inherit.
The project that was just strictly to deliver the mandate as the government serving my boss, politics came. The committee was set up. Before the committee called me, I was already signed. I'm still waiting for fair hearing. There were allegations that I had taken money, I had done, but then for 2.5 years I went through another shift in where I had 2 wives, I had 4 children going to school. I couldn't pay their school fees, I couldn't pay my rent, I couldn't feed the family.
Even as someone
guys that has really pushed me into this is while working at the Nigerian Financial Intelligence, you have access to unlimited intelligence. That you see fraud that the mind cannot comprehend, and you begin to become insensitive. And that's why the system is not working. And what I realized is you can sit behind the computer, get all the details, investigate, analyze, report. But then if you really want to resolve our challenges in the poor quality of government we're experiencing, that you have insecurity, you have youthful restiveness, but there are no jobs. Yes, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million to get jobs. But then you have this population, and then with the statistics, they are saying over 133 million Nigerians are living below the poverty line. And there are few institutions that are still keeping Nigeria together. And then you have agitators alienated from the system or disenfranchised, or that his aspirations cannot be fulfilled by the system. You have a system where the minimum wage is 30,000 naira, and then for him to pay just NEPA monthly, he's going to go through due process. You have a prepaid meter. 20 is that over the years, your income is not commensurate to your cost of living. And as a result, you realize that if you want to resolve the challenges of insecurity, corruption, once we go back to the roots and we resolve them, most of these challenges can be.
In brief, you've had quite a number of the things that is in LAWAL MAKARFI, the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Redemption Party. Now, People's Redemption Party is not seen as a party for old people or old or expired politicians, retirement grant for politicians. Was it Balaribe Musa, the governor there, yes, of Kaduna, said that eventually was impeached by the NPN dominated house.
Yes.
Now, I hope it's not going to be deja vu or playing what has lies in all of the world, because in Nigeria, many people believe that without a proper political structure, whoever occupies a higher position may just be setting himself up for failure. One, PRP, does PRP have the structure in that you may want to do well? You may just be struggling, and we may have another replay of Balaribe Musa happening again. Don't you foresee
is a new party. Actually, the oldest political party in Nigeria. It's 44 years now. Almost 40 years ago, was the head of that administration.
Yes.
1982. He's still alive, and he's still not as old as this. So he's 84, but he's still without a stick.
Wow.
I think he's more tech savvy than a lot of the people I can see in this court. Yes, and government. He was impeached after 18 months. Yeah. But then, what the success they recorded in those 18 months are more than what you measure in 8 years of the administrations we've seen from that time to or in every sector that you can mention than any other administration. Today we have a structure that runs down 20 local governments, 255 wards, as well as 8,000 plus polling units. We have 32 of the 34 seats. 3 senatorial seats, we have all 3 candidates. As I speak to you, we have about 48 to 49 candidates vying for various offices in the state. And the quality of the candidates that have come out of those relief quantities that the people of Kaduna, as well as Nigeria, are tired of what they've experienced in the 16 years of the people, as well as the 8 years of the ages. And we want something different. We want a different experience. And that's what we are doing to provide. The industrialization project that Balaribe Musa administration did in 1979 to 1983, I mean, it's still there for most of those industries have been sold.
That is exactly what you represent. Yes, you are still listening to Ground Zero, the Meet Your Candidate edition, and this is a forum where we bring the people to meet with their candidates. And today on the program, we have the honor and privilege of having the youngest gubernatorial candidate in Nigeria. That we started the program many minutes ago, but we are definitely will play some catch up with you. We have with us in the studio the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Redemption Party, here with us in the studio in the person of HAYATUDEEN LAWAL, the reason why you should support his party, his dream, and of course his aspiration in this particular election that is coming up. We will also be opening up the phone lines, not immediate. Find us again. So summarize it, because those already just joined us now. That's why I just said, just tell us who you are and what you want to invite for.
Once again, you are most welcome to have joined us on the Victor. My name is HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI, the Gubernatorial of the People's Redemption Party. I'm the longest gubernatorial candidate in Nigeria, last of my ETV from the Constitution Department. I have a master's degree in financial economics and a master's degree in project management. My last place of work was the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit in Abuja, where I worked for 3 years, and I feel that it is high time that young people like myself, representing the vast majority of the population of this country, understanding our plight, that it's high time that we need to represent.
Yes, and listeners, for viewers, you've had him again. For listeners just joining us from Invicta, you've had him. HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI, the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Redemption Party, with us today, telling us all the reason why he wants to be the next governor. He would manage it. He has also answered and said somehow they will be able to get enough. And of course, for every society, once they see something good, of course, they would know that it's a good thing. Okay, and that's now. You said you want to pull people out of unemployment, let people earn wages that will be able to pay their bills and all of that. In concrete terms, how do you intend to do that? Because Kaduna State, in in the past few years, there has been some many people were right-sized out of their jobs, and some other people were right-sized into new jobs and all of that. How do you want to manage all of this? How do you intend to expand? Don't forget too that with the so much urban development that has happened at the states, after removing what we owe, will be so much that you would have so much to do. Tell us how you want to manage all of this.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. It brings us to our agenda.
Yes.
Our manifesto. Our manifesto is very simple. We have a 3-point agenda.
Okay.
And second on our agenda is economy, and third on our agenda is human capital. Okay. You cannot get the growth that you want in the Kaduna to be able to get to the level you want. You will not be failed, because development was put before. And if you want growth, you have to invest in it. Kaduna has never been more divided than it is. Our focus is that we want to be able to be a community that everybody, you could leave Sanga at 9 p.m. and travel straight to Funtua. Dispensation of the justice system is so poor. So many other challenges we face. Most of the challenges we face where you have either with the youth or the women or people living within the social justice system. On our economy, we are looking at building an economy that the PIP administration started in 1970. If you look at China, and you look at Turkey, and you look at India, where were they 40 years ago?
Yeah.
Where are they today? If you compare them to Nigeria, 40 years ago, Nigeria's economy was better than China. Today, China has the most sophisticated economy in the world. Anything you touch from the mic. Because the government cannot, despite the right sizing or the downsizing, cannot take more than 200,000 to 250,000 people as direct jobs. Add another 100,000 indirect jobs that you create. So, if you don't create jobs that will feed those families and give those young people the sense of living, that he knows he will go out in the morning and come out and come back in the evening, tired, but knows that he has put something in his pocket.
Okay, yeah.
He can eat indomie and check the sources of income from his savings, that he sees, okay, now he can begin to settle that, he wants to have a family, he wants to. So, the only way we can do this is to build an economy that will move from consumption to production. When you build bottom up, that means you are going to invest in SMEs. And investing in such a way that you capture the indirect, the informal sector. You enhance their capacities. You enhance their productivity. You enhance their marketability of the services back those debts. Without casualties that we are facing.
Yeah.
Don't lose families. don't know how they do their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And basically, this is the baseline for life. You know that at least breakfast, lunch, and dinner is stable.
Yeah.
So that is to ensure that we do a bottom top, and the concept of what we've seen that has happened in Dubai and China, as I said earlier, that we move from consumption to production. That everything you begin to touch after a year of dinner, that they don't have to travel to China or to Lagos to get some of these things. Human capital development is our third, and basically what we want to do in the human capital area is investing directly in the population on average. That means government is going to be able to make more generation from those numbers. The challenge with the urban renewal, despite the debt that has been taken, is we've taken debt and we've put in infrastructure, and this infrastructure is not a revenue generating investment. It also would require money, and once the moratorium begins, we need 35-40 billion to be able to. So the FAC allocation that will begin to come, if you don't build a system that would be, so these are realities that we feel under human capital development. We want to invest directly in people. We want to invest in them in the areas of education, in health, in sports, in agriculture. We want to also invest in technology. Architecture. Yeah. The gadget, the equipment you need for the production of screen guide, it's not this big. There's a portable equipment you cannot push. Just for you to service northern Nigeria in terms of population is enough wealth creation. Because what you want to see is today the economy of America is enjoying surplus dollar economies. Yes. So you have 23 local governments. If within the first 4 years of the administration you have 3, 4, 5 billionaires coming out as a result of those direct policies, the value chain of their investments will maintain society, whether government is doing well or government is not doing well.
Before we go on, please, I want us to quickly take this call. Okay. It's coming from Abel Adejo from the Partnership to Engage, Reform and Learn. They are our partners. He's been trying to reach us to do his goodwill message. So let's see, the call just dropped now. Team Ground Zero coming to you from the Procyon Media Center right here in Kaduna. And this is the first in our series of Meet the Candidates. And today on the program we have the honor and privilege of having the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Redemption Party in the person of HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI. And of course, how he's going to do it is also been explained to us, because it goes beyond saying that I can do, but how do you do the can do that you are telling the people of Kaduna State? We are still, let's see if we can get him. Okay. While we are waiting for his motion for the break of the flow, let's go from where you stop. The fact that the corporate companies empower people to be able to grow wealth, live without necessarily waiting for government jobs and all of that. That would be a focal point of your agenda. All right, from there, let's take it on.
Okay, so one other area that we're looking at that is also very important is the population of the youth that we have more of them interested in sports, the sector of sports, and we also want to give them the opportunity to showcase to the world what they as kids. And this would require you to do it across the 23 local governments.
I think we have Abel Adejo now. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, Abel.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, Abel, you are welcome to Ground Zero project in Nigeria. Tell us about your organization and give us your goodwill message.
Thank you very much. My name is Daniel Ebel. I work with partnerships to engage from our friends. Earlier, we have had engagement with the candidates of the people with ground zero for this major edition of reaching your candidates, candidates forum. So, fail in the past and also develop and supporters fail the agenda, legal awareness for Nigerian women and all other development partners, civil society and media has been clear candidates coming up to identify who the platform. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Ebel. All right, let's come back to the studio now. And in another 5 minutes, we'll be opening up the phones.
I said, I was talking about sports. Today, the richest footballer in the world is Christian. Basically, he his first match at Saudi Arabia. And he's worth over $1 billion. It's more than what he has. Regardless mentioned what we have our brothers doing in Southwest, especially with the ability to earn income from we are looking at from just which SSC. We build an educational system that guarantees that at the end of the SSC you are already an entrepreneur. We treat MBT certification, we have CAC certification, as if you have your own company, we bring microfinance banks to bank with that sector that I said. And then we ensure that Kaduna State government is the #1 marketer from their computers. But the majority of us here just have our social media just to play around. So we want that productive ages with depth. But together, if we are united in the cause to create wealth. Furthermore, what we are looking at is the future now is talking about renewable energy. Then the future is also talking about robotics. So robots will begin to replace or will be the ones buying from other clients. The robots that will create further unemployment that will champion this project. Being a part of the investment in robotics in the world is a 31-year-old lady living an economy far outstrips Nigeria. That they still use the conventional model that was done in the past, start from family, one at age does not have crude oil, but is one of the largest refineries challenging our elders. We want to get the energy and the frustration and some of the decisions that we will be taking today. Why PRP is the best alternative is because 2050. APC has done its bit in 2050 about recoup your investment. And that's what has been happening. We want politics of ideology. So that uniting Kaduna morally and uniting Kaduna economically. If we are able to achieve this, and I know I'm safe because of the industrialization projects that we want to do. And because, as I said, we want to
go to our telephone, and for our listeners joining us on Invicta FM, our social media handles. And the social media handles, I'll read them out. That's is it YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all of that. And together, let's move it on from there. Okay, coming to the studio now. Let's start from Musa.
It can never be completed without mentioning PRP.
We are hearing, but those listening to us.
Thank you very much, listeners. The history of Kaduna and Kaduna State, because PRP will former Dr. Mori and then Dr. Bala Usman. We happened to meet him personally when they were in 1979, and they still remain my heroes, so that is one project. You don't mention of corruption being what stops your relationship between you and other contenders like Muhammad Ali and other people in you. That's Muhammad Ali, the producers of, I'm sure you know this. Dr. Magali Lukman and Umar, I know personally. We together for some time. I thank you very much.
Okay, maybe we'll take a couple of questions before you answer them together. Let's take from Uche Galu from behind. All right.
Excellency, sir. The host, my boss, Mr. EHIS, I want to thank you for this group on how to invest on sports. Something struck my head. I'm a lover of football. In fact, I have a team, a football team. I went to Rangers Beach, where I will hear a match of that nature. We'll be auctioning the stadium to watch. But I also know that for the past, from online 7 or 8 years now, Kaduna have represented on the National League. How are you going to marry? Because you have close to, if I'm not mistaken, close to 10,000 hours that we love in this town. To the economy that you are planning to grow. How are you going to manage that?
All right. Let's.
Because some of the problems we are hearing from electorates is some parties that are divisive through choosing the same fate ticket. You've not told us who your running mate is. That's one. Then two. Something else people have been talking.
Okay, let's take Olu before we come to you.
Relax, just relax. They are bringing it to you.
Olu, let's have your question, please.
Your Excellency, God bless you. I have to recap that too. They say, who is Olu? He said it's a mobile encyclopedia. Sir, you have a democratic legacy. Please, a lot of people may not know. Your senior brother, I know you are a Brahman, I don't know they call uncle, was the late Senator MAKARFI. He was a senator representing Kaduna North before the governor. How many people don't have democratic tenants in your lineage? And we know you will not fail. But nevertheless, now I'm a PDP man. My prayer for you is different. Is for my principal to come and make you a commissioner. But nevertheless, after whereby, even if Musa, my friend Musa Pala become governor tomorrow, we don't see him again. Some people will be controlling him. What is your solution? Agreed, the late forum get the money. He said they should keep the money. No, that was what led to his impeachment. After collecting the money for 3 months, he said you are.
Let's take the last question from the elder right behind. We'll still come back. But let's for now, so for the benefit of those listening to us.
My name is Victor Delitime. My question, I would like to ask Kaduna or the politics of Nigeria generally deteriorated to whereby we have a lot of things where the center cannot be controlled. But we discovered that right from 1970, playing political, religious and political politics in this country. You made mention that you want to use. It's not what we can just discuss here. How do you want to solve the problem of religious politics? Because that is what is giving a great interest. People in the north don't want to invest in the Kaduna South part. Kaduna South part, little to take note of. Here is how strong and varied are the legislatures. The director of this program made mention of it, so that it should not come again to result in what.
Let's take the questions from the caller, because I know many of these same questions may come up, so that we'll answer them one of the People's Redemption Party in the person of Malam HAYATUDEEN. LAWAL MAKARFI is with us in the studio today, and he is open and set to start to welcome to the program. All right, Mr. Kure.
My own is the whole school of Christ will not allow him to be great. I repeat it very quickly. They will tell me his running mate The sentiments are fast. The way he talks, I know that they can help us out of this thing that we have been passing through. That's a wonderful.
Who your running mate is. Okay, let's take this one too. Hello, good evening, welcome to Ground Zero. Meet your candidate forum. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm listening and it's just today. All the traditions that are pretty much fight from the south. Now, Mr. I want to say, my question is this. Now, if I go to go up,
we will take one or two more calls from our radio listeners and we'll come back to the studio and start. Okay, Comrade Gabriel, the Texas man.
The best everything in the north that was compared. Nobody has something, nobody has said, and in case of what, something is coming to that.
All right, thank you so much, Comrade Gabriel. I will start to answer this question. All right, you have this one. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero.
Good evening, Mr. MAKARFI was president to college at that stage.
Okay, Elder Vincent.
First of all, I congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
In fact, it is a pleasure to have what an effort. Like I am speaking to you, each time I go to town, I desire to live in a town again. Now, I am a MAKARFI, what magic can you do to unite us again in this Kaduna? And you speak about the development, which and give us their family. To lead us to that place that we are desiring.
All right.
How can you do what I have done this way? How can you do that family without looking onto?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, EHIS.
Yes, good evening. You are welcome to Ground Zero. Meet your candidate.
My apology, I'm supposed to be the one with Guber. I have to very well and I have only a plan. Yeah, it's a nice one. If you definitely you will have the opportunity of winning the election. But I want, you see, some of the candidates were like that, from the presidential to government, this thing, most of them did at their age to get the gubernatorial candidate of AGBON. I'm doing it. You were given. You see what the present government has been doing, capital of them and other things. You see, I want to ask you, that is it wrong for any government to
and start to respond to some of these questions right from the ones in the studio and the ones that called in. This is just the first round of questions, and as they kept calling you. Let's take the questions from your judges one after the other.
So fortunately, we have 5 questions from you. I deliberately didn't want to give too much because of time, because already 30 minutes late to give too much story about the PRP. But I think the history of it, everybody to see. The infrastructure they've built and what they've been able to do is something that, that's why even within the elites we have today, if you ask them who their mentors are or their role models are, because they give an example. And that's what we want to go back to. On the second question about my relationship, the current chairman of the party, the Minister, is Dr. Ali, very, very good, as well as the man that you mentioned. But let me say this just to summarize. It's not just him. I've never had a single person that tried to do anybody that listens to me since the time I started my campaign to the time that knows me, even beyond that. I believe what the Almighty has destined for you is what will happen to you. And that's why we are in this journey and we want
also corruption.
the salary turned from the scholarship to study his master's. His salary then was about 180 to 200 naira. One new Procyon SR was no more than 3,000 to 4,000 naira. It's 220 to 250,000 naira. How much is rent? Never the ministry, and you don't want him to take, and he wants to survive, and that naturally human instinct really come out when the tuition fees now under this administration in Kaduna is less than 150,000 naira. So if he doesn't still think about what has led him to,
So we want to correct the system so that you will not have any reason to even act. So that's how we're looking at it from the perspective. Of course, I'm not okay. My brother asked me about football. I grew up going to ranches to play football. I also, while growing up in my secondary school, footballers that Kaduna produced this. Today, in the last 8 years, we have not produced this. So, but what we are doing also participate in it, and you have 25 stadiums like the one you have in Ranchers because we want the 23 blocks. Albert Musa has a center.
Yeah.
And that's just one person that in most communities will begin to earn income because people pay to come and watch. Yeah. We want to make it highly commercialized where there's TV coverage, there's so much social media coverage, and money is set. In 2 years, are able to get 10, 20, 30, 40 players outside the country to play with clubs internationally. Kaduna said even if we get 1%, there's revenue that will begin to service part of the debt that we're talking about. So this is just what we are looking at, the core investment that will drive it. We also talked about, I think I've answered that, foreign infrastructure.
That's it. Let's quickly do something because very soon Invicta FM will be taking their 6 p.m. news and they may be linking from us. The program is going to go on even when we delink from Invicta FM. But meanwhile, for another candidate from the People's Democratic Party, and on Friday next week, there's still going to be another gubernatorial candidate. In between all of these, we'll be bringing the senatorial candidates, the House of Reps, the State House of Assembly contestants, and all of them. We are going to bring them. I'm saying this because I know those listening to us on Invicta, some of them will go at RTV, where the conversation is going to continue, so that the answers to some of these questions will be given by the candidate of the People's Redemption Party in the person of HAYATUDEEN LAWAL MAKARFI. So please, for those that have to go, well, I will say a very big thank you. We have so many, it's a full house. All you need to do is to connect to us on social media and then the conversation.
That's the fourth question. I'll go to that. The third question has to do with who my running mate is.
Yes.
And then issue of loan and how
that's from Mr. Guber.
Yes, my running mate is also a young man. He's a Christian. He's from Sanga. He's an economist by profession and has been also part of the NGO activities, business that we face of a divided state. I would have easily taken the approach by my former bosses of the Muslim ticket. But then I believe that the reason why the system has failed, the political cycle has failed, is because we remove our selection process from competence, capacity, integrity, to patronage through religion, tribe. So, and what is what we are facing today? And as part of that measure, I have the running mate who is also here. And we don't have them believe they are the solution. So we unite and we have a united government that everybody has some level of representation. Then politically we started uniting Kaduna against this sentiment. The loan, the didn't get to yes.
But the entire state
can't be able to solve the problem. What is it that moves away from garbage in garbage and research program? What we are doing, essentially, you do a master's or a PhD class in mechanical engineering, or an artisan who is a mechanic in MBT and his skills is upgraded, is a better produce for Kaduna State than the mechanical engineer. Because what the mechanical engineer is doing is taking from the system. He's not giving back to the system. So that's what we want to do, and we'll be able to achieve it. Collectively, we have over 10 million people in Kaduna. 5 million of that will be able to give us 1,000 naira every year, every month, of income that has been generated as a result of the skills or the impact we've had of policy and uncles and my uncles. I come from a family of politicians and traditional titles. My grandfather was the late President Senator MAKARFI, I've always been against the PDP, so
I was always opposition till he finished his administration. It was we are not here to fight them. But we want them to understand that the system they created over time is no longer sustainable. And we need their support to build a new system. And that system should be orientation to that. We want to deal with. But is this the Nigeria is great? So, but we need them to make it right before. I mentioned earlier that we want to unite Kaduna. So if I come and relationship with most of the other countries, new era of computer, we believe we have their competencies. I will not want to boast since the platform will also invite some of them. But I can mention one or two. Our senatorial candidate member, and currently one of those at the forefront of this crisis that we have of banditry. And if there's one person that you would call if is intervened in the 2G crisis, and a lot of what we have now, the reason why you don't hear 2G being mentioned, 2G now, is because of the efforts they did, say 3 months ago, Zamfara and Forest to resolve these challenges. And you look at these challenges, basically it's failure militants.
Yeah, in the South.
The South taking arms against the system because they have been disenfranchised and their futures have been mortgaged. And this is what we want to do. The first call, Mr. Kuli appreciated Ibrahim Kabbalah.
How to
harmonize
the system.
Harmonize the
what could run our ministry of once we begin religious, so now 42 years. And what we need to do in Kaduna and Nigeria is to build institutions that are strong, a judiciary that is independent, coordinate.
Personal use. Yeah.
Because now the debt that has been taken, as you said, their futures have been mortgaged. But by His grace, we can resolve. So Almighty uses us to restore back those industry, the textile. We don't want to stop at just that will bring out the finished aspirations we made. That I hope that we continue from where they stop and even go beyond where they stop. Mr. Vincent spoke about lost players from both sides, whether it is CAN or the JNI. Everyone affected, believe it or not, very hard derogatory remarks. Just a matter of time. Somebody should talk about those differences that we have. So the road court more than 2,000 cannot.
Yes,
our agenda of taking Kaduna to be across the world in terms of has a budget equivalent of 20 California for back to it. Then the last question. Okay, I was asked about whether the child sold a senior shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The responsible is responsible for the failure of the older generation as it remains, and that's what we refer. The last question from engineer A.I.A. Kinapa. I understand where his question is coming from. Journey that we started in 2000, the same way he did in Abuja, that he's going to do a lot of things. But I shared the ideology, I would have still been in the system. But because my ideology, I wouldn't have, if I was fraudulent, I wouldn't have been able to get a job at the Nigerian Financial Intelligence. I resigned voluntarily. Now I still have, and I show our listeners that it's easy to say, but we want to assure you that the PRP is an idea that will take a inshallah to better hand.
All right. Though we do not have much time on our hands again, but I must also commend our followers on the various. So just randomly take some comments. Peter Onoja is from the Civil Support for everybody to come in and be part of this. And also we have Dandano the lab here. Please, for those commenting, would also like to know where you are commenting from. The opportunity to critique the manifestos and blueprint of social contract. These candidates and political parties are presenting to the electorate. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing right here. And Peter, be able to take from the social media, because we actually have roughly less than 13 minutes to wrap it all up on the program today. But we'll come back to the studio and take one or two questions and parting shots. Let's have your take.
Yes, I must commend you, Mr. EHIS, wonderful.
Just a minute, let Nifemi come with the microphone so that our viewers and listeners can properly hear you.
Yes, Mr. EHIS, I must commend you for this wonderful work, since you know that this government gives power to it is granting of power. I do your quotation, and it's an million too. Kaduna hosts or houses about the largest military. The second question is most of the projects are laudable, one-sided. Television road is terrible. The contractors are moved out of sight, and that is why we keep shouting at the top of our voices. So how are you going to balance it? And somebody asked that. But and the last one is that you've not told us the name of your running mate.
All right, thank you so much, Dadari Adebanjo. We may not be able to take more questions again.
Is it going to go for state projects? It's not wrong. The largest economy still will not borrow. China still borrows. Or have you expected it from this? And the argument is this: what will happen? And then after 9 months, so that means that and then we hope it will also grow. You know that it will create jobs. What about issue of security and when it's Kaduna having the warehouse of most of the military formations that we have, and which I tell you, Nigeria fighting Iraq or Nigeria fighting Cameroon. It is one segment of the society feeling disenfranchised and deciding to take. The government has spent over 5 trillion naira on it and still the Boko Haram also is more against. Just imagine the people of Southern Kaduna deciding to say they take arms. And you go from Kaduna. And these are fertile places for investments, whether tourism or the mineral sector or agriculture. And those, as I give the example regarding what Mori Musa has done, stakeholder engagement. And we want to say we reduce the bullet by 2 to various minimum, and we do it. Unless we do concurrent these projects across the country without if the government of Dubai decides that they want to do an investment in this land, they just buy the property or use overriding interest to take it from you. What they will do is they will help you. So they want to build Burj Khalifa, and the land is. We went to some of these few communities here in Chukwu. From that, they did not give them an alternative. They did not make them part of the. If they had taken the Dubai model, naturally now you move the people from agriculture to state chairman, Mr. Stanley Mahmoud, and as I said, he's from Sandra. He's a gentleman, wasn't he?
Wow.
So thank you so much.
I believe all ends of all angles on YouTube is Procyon RTV. On Facebook, it's Procyon RTV. Twitter is Procyon. So written on your screen, I'll spell it out for those that are just listening. Procyon is spelled P-R-O on the brackets. Until next week, we will have another guest on the program. First of all, I want to appreciate all the studio guests. Engineer Emmanuel is a candidate or producer and also an anchorman on Procyon Television. He anchors the program
Animbo Ndimbo, an Igbo speaking program. We have Elder Daria Debanjo. He's been of great support, and give them the last message now.
As my parting remarks to our viewers and our sought from the Almighty, and we pray that the same way that He gave David victory over Goliath, that He makes, despite being the smallest, we can be the biggest and really impact the lives of Kaduna people. And the project is not actually ours alone. We believe it's a Kaduna project, and every one of you listening and watching should not stay on the sidelines or on the fence. You should join us, bring your ideas and your creativity and your. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you so very much. Yes, that's about the side of the program today. My name is EHIS AGBON. Until next time when we on, like always, plant a tree today, water it and watch it grow.